Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. First down for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Fast motion from the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackled after picking up the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. All things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Power football with the run. Showing off the arms. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Mack. He's looking deep. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field. But they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice when you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone. Everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Try to get it to the edge. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. He smashes his way through again. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Then early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The field goal is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
To the air, it's Mack. Quick completion on the out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the gun. Give on the inside. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. First down to start the drive after the break. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On first down, here comes this offense. Corner's going to give them room. They think there's room to run to the right here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Going up top. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie! On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over FIU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the ground. He's got it again. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Gets it out fast. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Timber. Dino.
To the ground with the back. Runs for the tackle. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
We're seeing more and more offensive coordinators find creative ways to get their best athletes, their wide receivers, involved in the running game. And what better way to do it than with the jet sweep? Great example right there.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to run it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On the ready.
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback checking the play. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So an 82-yard drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it out. It's Salter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Wegman. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, going up top. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Aggies have their offense in high gear. Comes out throwing on first down. Slings it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. To the air, it's Wegman. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
A&M comes back out with another first down. The give from the gun. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. On the run, it's Owens. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Wegman. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hard running there. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Henderson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
He's looking to throw it. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Pittsburgh. We We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Grab behind the line. It's Young. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Getting some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Here comes that Alabama offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dropping back, it's Mack. Trying to get to him. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Haynes. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast to him.
Motion from the offense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on third down.
Black 24. Black 24. Lasso.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Quarterback checking off.
Now.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. He got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down. And now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the ground, it's Haynes. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Leaves it with the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Quarterback will audible. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Finds his man enough for the first. Touchdown tie! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Going over the top. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Alabama! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's Salter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And into the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Salter. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
He'll take the deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper. Understand they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Tight end getting vertical. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Texas A&M going quickly.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He tries to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation right now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give themselves a chance to crawl back in.
Afterburners coming. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they got it down to the 23. The offense set for a first down play.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. From the gun to give, looking for room. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
They'll try to run for it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Salter. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not with the...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. line back and the offense ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Back to throw, it's Henderson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. They'll try to blast their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll operate out of split backs. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Handoff to the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They